What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. The 22nd of March, Friday morning, early here. We're taking a look at the markets again. We're going to take a look at ARCBLOCK. Very nice day yesterday. Started to get a nice pop to the upside. We'll drop into Bitcoin. Currently up 791.78, 1.2%. ARCBLOCK down 4.48%. Welcome to the channel, guys. Let's jump right into these markets here. So ARCBLOCK yesterday started to get a move higher. We look like we have lows in place that are going to hold. We're getting a pop higher. ARCBLOCK yesterday was up 11.9%. Very nice day. Right into some resistance. We'll talk about that. We have some higher lows. We have a set of higher highs here. So all looking good. All looking good. Finally starting to see some move higher out of this little consolidation here, which started to take place at these levels on the 5th. And we're starting to be back in the upper end of the range. So if you look at the candles here, so we have the 6th, the 9th, and is the 10th. They were wicking up at the, basically the level here is $1.83, give or take, and we finally got up to that level yesterday. There is a fib level there, the 0.5 fib level. That's that white line on the chart. We'll talk about the fibs in just a moment, and you could see we wicked up to that level and closed below it. And today, once again, looks like we made a new high today, but we still finding resistance at that level, as well as finding support at the 382 fib, which looks to be at $1.72, $1.71. So we are getting a little bit of ping-ponging here at these fib levels, but we are making higher lows and higher highs. So that is good, guys. I think this thing is just getting started. We have the initial low here so far on the 16th of March. We'll move higher, sideways, put in a higher low on the 19th, rallied up. We put in a higher high yesterday on the 21st. We have what looks to be a change in trend taking place very quietly here, with the higher low, and then with yesterday giving us a higher high. So we have a stair stepping back to the upside, guys. Looks like we have a change in trend, higher low, higher high. And that would be the actual low here. So things are looking good here for ARCBLOCK. Let's clean up this chart here a little bit, and let's talk about the fibs. Before we get to the fibs, let's talk about the next area of resistance as these markets move higher. So we spoke about in yesterday's video a couple levels to watch along the way before getting up to some new highs. Those levels were basically these highs here. So the 9th of March would put you at $1.95. That's an area to keep an eye on. It so happens to line up with the 0.618 fib, and like I said, that's give or take right around $1.95, and that's on the 9th of March. So if you're writing anything down, the 9th of March, the high of that is an area to watch for a pause for some resistance. The next area to watch would be the highs here of the 29th of February. Those are 216. That's an area, 216. The 29th of February, we had that level once again on the 25th of February, and that would be right around 216. So we have the 9th of March, $1.95, and then the 29th of February at 216, guys. So keep your eye on those two levels as markets start to move higher. Next area to watch would be the highs of this consolidation. That's going to take you back to the 23rd of February, and that level would be 239. So we have $1.95, we have 216, and then we have 239. That's three levels to watch as price continues to the upside. Just like we're finding some resistance here and we're pausing at the dollar, let's see here, $1.83 level. We could see it next take place up here at the $1.95, next up here at 216, next up here at basically this high here, which would be 239. Then we start to get into some new highs. And the move higher can happen. It can happen all at once. I mean, we could be trading up to our 618 fib, pause for a couple hours during the day, move higher up to our 786 fib, pause, get to new highs. You know, maybe we reversed through that and close lower than the all-time highs. It's just levels to keep an eye on as price continues to trade here. But like I said, it can happen all at once. It can take a couple days. We just don't know. But this thing looks to be ready to break out and potentially has already started with a very quiet higher low here on the 19th. And then yesterday being a higher high. It looks like we're getting that change in trend and ready for higher prices. Something to keep an eye on when we get up to 239 or let's see, the 29th of February. When we get back up to that level, we could see a very strong move higher. And then the same goes with the 239. Something to keep an eye on, that we could really start to see market break out higher when it gets to those levels. Just something to keep in your notes, keep in the back of your head, that those are some levels that I'm watching that I think if the price can get up there, we could see an initial strong breakout past that level, the 29th of February, and then the highs here of the 23rd of February. So keep your eye on that, and that will take us up into some new highs here. And above that, guys, we actually have the FIBS set up exactly on the highs and the lows, so they're exactly where they want to be for today's video. Keep your eyes on the 243, 245, 253, 271, 278, 279. Those are all of these levels here, 287 and 289, guys. That's this whole cluster of colorful lines here. Those are all very strong areas that price should be pulled up to, assuming that this trend continues to the upside and we break out past all-time highs. There's a good chance that if we break out past all-time highs, we're getting up to the 1618 fib. That's really, we could see some choppiness at all of these levels from basically 289 down to 243. There's a lot of levels there, as you can see. But if we can get past those, and then we're just going to watch our fibs. So our fibs are up there at 331. And 561. So that's the 1618 and the 2618 fib. And then when things really start to ramp up here, we still have our targets up there at the 3618 fib. Get you up to a $9.51. Like I said, about a 500 or so % move. And my targets are $8 to $10. So if Bitcoin can continue its trend higher, the rest of the market should as well. And we could really see a wild move here for some of these cryptos like ARCBLOCK. Let's jump over to Bitcoin, and we'll probably head back to ABTUSDT here. Bitcoin found support down there at 62,206. We traded a little lower yesterday. So Bitcoin was down yesterday, 3.5. Looks like we pulled back to 64,123 with some resistance up there at 66.32. Those are the, there's actually 4 levels. So 62,206, 64,123, 64,375, and 66,32. Those are the levels all around the market right now that, it looks like we're getting ready to pop again here to the upside. We have this nasty day down 8.4 on the 19th. We put in a bullish engulfing pattern on the 20th. We pulled back yesterday slightly, and it looks like today that we could be seeing a very strong move, getting us back up into these levels. Basically 68,000 all the way up to the high there at 73. So 68 to 73. Well, it's Friday. Let's see what they do here with these markets. We got to get back above. The level would be our 66.32. We need to get back above 66.32. We're slightly above that now, but we need to hold. And man, this thing could really start to pop. And if that's the case, we might finally see ARCBLOCK with some continuation here. Little red today, but patience, guys. Patience. This consolidation's a little bit longer than the last one. So we talked about that yesterday. Basically, 15, 14 days. And I think we're about 26 or so days into this. Yeah, 26, 25 days. So we should be ready to go here. Guys, thanks for watching. Keep your eye on the fib levels that we talked about. Take a screenshot, whatever you got to do, of the fib levels. And then we get into the highs. So 243 up to 289 are all of my targets once this thing starts to break out. And then we're just going to watch the fibs after that, which will take you up to 331 and 561. And then up there to like 950, with my target being between 8 and 10. Keep your eye on Bitcoin. It looks ready to pop, make another recent high here. So that would take us basically above yesterday's high. Yesterday's high was 68,234. And if that can take place, we're going to see the price, somewhere up in here, 68 to 73, 494. So that's what we're watching for right now. This bullish engulfing pattern really has Bitcoin looking like it's ready to go higher and not so much lower, at least for now. Things can change quick. Guys, thanks for watching. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and join us. Let me know your thoughts on ARCBLOCK and Bitcoin, the rest of the market. Turn on the bell for notifications. We put these videos out pretty early on a daily basis. You guys take care. Have a great Friday.